All right, have and have not fans. I just want to make a video kind of comparing the fact that David and Veronica have been acting like horny teenagers when you really think about it. And I'm kind of talking about the fact, Veronica's thing with Benny, and of course, the more current David and Erica fling, if you will. I'm not even going to attempt to call it a relationship because we all know that it's not what it appears to be. Erica has David as a mark and nothing more. And even though there are people out there who claim Veronica and Benny were in a relationship, they weren't. Veronica was just using Benny to get back at David. That's the end result. And I mean, you can tell in one of the more previous episodes, when I believe it was the last episode, if I'm not mistaken, where Benny and Mitch go over to her house. Benny goes inside to get, I guess you could say, attorney advice, and she tries to seduce him for her legal support, but he turns it down, and that was that. And I kind of want to look back at, I guess you could say, the more standout time of them acting like teenagers were after the funeral. Was it after or before? Oh, after Amanda's funeral, when Veronica and Catherine were just talking at Catherine's house. She gets a phone call from Benny, goes out in the hallway. She's literally like giggling and smiling, just giggling and smiling like, a horny teenager. Then goes over to Hannah's house and they have sex. Compare that to David when, him and Erica are performing grown up acts on each other, if you will. And David's on the phone with Jim, and he wants the information to get Oscar to help find Wyatt. And David's just giggling and laughing like a little schoolboy, and it's pretty funny. And then it's like, I love the Arthur meme I saw. It's like when David was asked to leave by Erica, he's just walking down the sidewalk all sad, and then he's sitting at the bar just, all glum. And it just goes to show that these two are something else, David and Veronica. The fact that their marriage seemed to be less than sexually pleasing, at least based off what we've seen and heard so far, because it looks like, what was it when David dragged or pulled Veronica out the car? It's like, man, you haven't handled me like that in a while. Wow, it's like you're acting like a real man for once. So, given Veronica's dominant personality, it wouldn't surprise me if they haven't, did the do in a while, if you just want to put it that way, because it looks like there's a rift between them when it comes to Jeffrey. Obviously that rift became even bigger when you get to season 2, where Veronica just wasn't having a homosexual son, and David was not necessarily supportive of his son being gay so much as, hey, just be who you are. I mean, I really don't know how to word that, because what was it they said a few years ago? He ran a platform against gay marriage, and then for his son to be gay is like, hey, just be happy. I just put it this way, he loves his son no matter what. I'll just say that. And to see the way that those two treat younger people, obviously Veronica has more respect for Benny. Well, excuse me, actually, let me flip that. David is more of a gentleman to Erica, while Benny was just a means to, justifies, well, actually, I wouldn't even say ends to justify the means, more like a stand-in to make David jealous. While David is actually, he was trying to be a gentleman to Erica when he saw that she was in distress, and then that butt into like a attraction. But the thing about David is, he had a gut instinct about her not being who she said she is, and if he had let Oscar dig a little deeper, he would have found out the truth. I don't think he's going to find out until too late, especially the fact that they were having sex recently. So I don't know. I guess you could say, put it this way. And again, I'm not calling them relationships, but what fling do you think is the most convincing? Because honestly, before it was revealed that Warlock was, in a relation with Erica, her being a prostitute and him being, a drug lord, they don't interfere with each other's jobs. They are together, but they won't let their personal relationship affect their personal jobs. Before that moment, before we knew who she really was, honestly, I thought that David was going to, make her fall for him, because how nice and gentleman-like that he is. Like, he's generally a good guy, and it seemed like she was surprised that somebody would actually treat her like that. So I mean, again, at first I thought that he was literally going to flip the script and pull an Oscar in terms of, hey, I'm making this bad girl fall for me because I'm a good guy, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. And as I mentioned in one of my other videos, I'm not going to really spoil it until you see that video, in regards to, Erica taking David for everything he's got, but that's going to come at a crucial moment where he's going to need the money. But again, that's going to be in another video I'll be posting soon. So I guess the point of this video is to get your thoughts which fling or hookup do you think is the better one, Erica or David, or Benny and Veronica? Because again, it really is interesting to see the fact that Veronica was using Benny as a stand-in. Erica is using David for money. So pretty much Erica's using David for money, while and to semi get revenge for Candace over him for, I guess you could say, hiring Oscar to get the money. And Benny was being used by Veronica for sex in order to make her husband jealous. So with that being said, I want to bring this video to a close, and I can't wait to get your thoughts below.